Now, we talk about Peter falling in the water, and he did. We talk about him losing his faith, and he did. But there's one thing you will have to remember and notice in the Scripture. The Bible said Peter walked on the water. In fact, he did that. He walked on the water. And there's not a doubt in my mind, had Peter not gotten his eyes off of the Lord, he would have walked all the way. He could have walked all the way back to the bank with Jesus, without a doubt. But the Bible said that when he was out on the water, he got his eyes off of the Lord and began to look around. And I thought, that is so much like you and I. You know, our faith gets built up and our faith mounts, and we make the statements, boy, I can believe God for anything. And don't get me wrong what I'm saying tonight. And our faith must be high. But then let some little something happen. Let a situation come. Let a storm in our spiritual life rise up. Let a situation come that kind of draws us aside a little bit. And then we lose our faith, and suddenly we think we're not going to make it. We're in a storm. We're in the midst of the worst battle of our life, the worst storm of our life, and we're going down. We're not going to make it. We're going down. But church, we need to remember, and I said to us a few moments ago, sometimes the greatest miracles are wrought in the midst of our storm, in the middle of our situation, in the midst of our circumstance. Sometimes God can really speak to us. That's when we need to be observant to the Lord, is when these things happen. But what happens to so many times to you and I, we get to the place where when these things happen, the first thing that takes place in our heart, in our mind, in our spirit, is the devil says to us, God don't love you. God's doing this against you, and you might as well just tell God that you're not going to make it and walk away. He instills fear in us. But I got a verse for us. The Bible said that God hath not given us a spirit of fear, but of love and power and of a sound mind. Fear hath torment, the Bible said. There are people all over the world tonight that have different kinds of fear. They're afraid of what's going to happen. We need deliverance from that, don't we? We must not allow fear to intimidate us, fear to harass us. We must go beyond that. Now, the Bible said, and Peter, when he saw the waves become boisterous, when he saw them, the Bible said he feared and he began to sink. Well, the Lord was there all the time. He knew Peter was going to do that. Even though Peter was bold and brass and brave in the beginning and said, Lord, if it's you, bid me to come to you. Jesus knew that Peter was going to get out so far, and he was going to cast his eyes off of him on the situation, and Jesus knew that Peter was going to fall. He was there to catch him.